In this video, I'm going to be discussing how I've been able to gain over 500,000 followers organically in a short space of time. I've been able to do it on influencer accounts, theme page accounts, and normal business accounts. The first thing that I want to talk about, which is extremely important in my eyes, and from all the research that I've done on YouTube and even Instagram, no one really actually talks about this too much. I'm not going to be giving the same advice that everyone gives, such as posting reels, going and liking your friends' posts, hashtags, and these little things. They are going to help, but they are not going to make you get to 1 million followers. They are not going to get you to 50,000 followers a month. What is going to get you there is your strategy and your mindset, competition/competitiveness. You are going to have competitors who are in the exact same position as you. It doesn't matter what level, there is always going to be a few accounts, if not hundreds, if not thousands. And you must be monitoring these accounts. Competition. What is competition? For me, I've always liked to compete. It gives me that extra drive when there are days where I might be lacking motivation. It gives me that edge to push a bit harder at times. And it also gives me some goals and some insight into how well I could be performing. I'm going to start off with my theme pages as an example, but I've also done this with influencer pages. I know it's important for you to concentrate on yourself, but it's also important for you to actually analyze your competitors and understand where you are in the market. But let me give you insight on how to use your competitors. Every time I've started an account or had to grow an account from a certain level or a certain amount of followers, I always pinpoint 2 or 3 competitors which are at a similar level. If you're at 50,000 followers and you have someone in your eyes which is 55, 60,000 followers and they are doing well and growing quickly, that should be someone you're competing with because you're in close proximity, but you are not doing as well. And that will allow you to hyper focus and really focus on that account and see where they're going right. And from there, you'll be able to emulate certain aspects and put that into your own content, make changes, make improvements. It's very difficult to have and work from a blank canvas. Nothing in life nowadays is original. Everything is basically a repeat or a reword, or something's been changed, but the original idea has been done before. And by you competing with these accounts which are slightly higher than you or even lower than you but growing very quickly, this will allow you to put yourself in those growth shoes. So many comments I've seen already on my YouTube channel where people have noticed that other accounts which are smaller or slightly larger or the same level are growing much faster. And the issue here is that you're concentrating on your account rather than that account. Concentrate on that account and understand where they're going right. Let me give you an example of when I had my fitness page at around 3,000 followers. I used to always compete with profiles which were around 10,000 or 8,000, but I would only compete with profiles which were growing. If I saw that I was getting more likes, getting more followers a lot quicker than an account, even if it was bigger, I wouldn't compete with that account as I would think that they are not a worthy opponent. So I would always pick opponents which are near me, but that are growing quicker. And that way you're able to emulate and you'll be able to understand how they're growing. And you basically jump on that train and you jump from train to train in terms of who you're focusing on. When I say this, I don't mean, copy exactly what they're doing, because you need to build your own brand, your own style. But by the time you reach 100,000, you would have probably jumped from, maybe 8 different focuses. And you would have picked up so much in that journey. You're essentially now a complete expert in your field because you've beaten and competed with a lot of accounts which are growing as well. Now guys, it's important that you take time to pick the right accounts. And when I was growing, there were times when I grew 55,000 followers in a month and I was competing with accounts which were smaller, bigger, but always around that range and always had to be growing quickly. And as soon as I see something goes wrong with their account, I will move on and find a new account. Saying that, planning is good, but you also need to be dynamic. And one of my earlier points in terms of competitors, something that has helped me go viral many times is when I see a competitor has just posted something and it looks like it's going to do well, or I know that it will do well on my page, I will take that immediately and post it on mine, even if they posted it 5 minutes ago. Being able to plan, but also being dynamic. It's very important that you are able to use potentially some scheduling software or something which allows you to plan ahead of time. It's not efficient for you to be doing it manually on a day-to-day basis. Well, I did do that for a while and it can cause you to burn out. It can cause you to lose your passion. So you need to make things easier for yourself, and it can also allow you to overthink. Make sure you're using scheduling software such as Hootsuite or Later, something like that, which allows you to plan in advance and, sit back and see what happens. Going on from competitiveness is the next step, which is goal setting. It's very important for you to set goals of what you want to achieve and how many followers you want to get, how many likes you want to get, but the key here is to be realistic. If you are currently getting 30 likes per post on average, do not aim for 2,000 likes because that's far away. You need to concentrate on getting 50 likes, 100 likes, and build methods which allow you to get those numbers. This kind of goes back to my point of competitiveness. When you are competing with people, you will also be able to set goals and set objectives that you want to potentially beat them by. You want to achieve this many followers by this month. You want to overtake them by this point, or you don't have to. But I think it's important for you to have realistic goals throughout your journey, but be realistic. Reels at the moment have the potential to go viral. If one of your videos go viral and gets 20,000 likes and the rest of your content is 50 likes, concentrate on the rest of your content. You need to build your base average and remove any hyperbolic or viral videos from that average. Yes, some reels might go crazy, but essentially you want to build your base average. So that's point 2. Goal setting is very important. You're trying to build a strategy which allows you to grow. So concentrate on that. Instagram and growth is a numbers game. Those small numbers, they make the big difference. And just jumping on from my previous point, we are in a position where we're trying to improve our base likes, our base comments, our base followers, our base story views. And this is done by averages. If we get a video which suddenly goes boom, we need to remove that video out of the equation as we're trying to remove our base. The higher our base goes, the better it is for us. It's very difficult for every single video to go viral. So it's more important for us to concentrate on building a solid base. So this is the 2 differences here with the numbers game, is that it's very important for us to understand the numbers, understand the data, but also not to get obsessed with how many likes we're getting on this post, that post, because this game is about consistency, but also numbers, but it's also about having balance. Don't be refreshing your feed looking for, I need more numbers, I need this. Concentrate on posting, looking at how your competitor's doing and moving on. Focus less on your daily numbers, more on your monthly numbers. Focus on your post count rather than your likes. There's certain things that we should focus on more than others. And you don't want to be focusing on everything, as that's not efficient. So this is a fundamental, important factor whenever you guys want to create an account and grow it. Whether that's a theme page, influencers, exactly the same thing. There are so many influencers at all levels. Some of them are doing really well. Some of them have short bursts of doing really well. And you want to jump on that and analyze that and see how you can do exactly the same. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate a subscribe and a like, just so that I know that you guys like it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Post a comment and I will do my best to answer to the best of my ability. I hope this video has given you some insight and some inspiration on how you should move forward in your journey on Instagram. But yeah, ask me anything and I will be back with a new video very soon. Take care.